Now I don't know how to start this. I guess I'm at Petit Trianon. I'm not inside the building. I'm in the gardens that Marie Antoinette created. A small part of it. Here, let me show you. Totally looks completely like nature, but she designed it to fool you, because it was originally all these like flat lands of just the straight line gardens that you see in the Italian style, but she changed it to English and then added all of her cute little things that she wanted to do to it. So it looks very natural, but it's very creative. Um, and the reason why I wanted to just do a video of just me talking is just to record this for me, because anyone who knows me well knows that I'm really obsessed with Marie Antoinette, and I really enjoy reading about her. I wouldn't say that she's the perfect queen ever, at all, but I do enjoy listening to her story, finding out about the different pieces and parts of that time. If I was to say a perfect queen ever, it'd be her mom, who kind of, just kicked ass in general. But being able to come here and see this was definitely a dream of mine. I did some research beforehand, but I read tons of books that told me about things, but just seeing it for myself is something completely different. At this point, I've seen Petit Trianon and Grand Trianon twice. I have not been inside the actual chateau of Versailles, but I've been all over the parks. Yesterday I burned out my legs doing that and then took an actual nap by the canal. And today I got a bike, so I rode up around the cross, and the canal's a mile long, so riding around the whole cross definitely was a trip, working on my biking skills. But yeah, no, I mean, this really has been a lifelong dream of mine, to sort of be able to see this, and I had no holds bar on the money I was going to spend, because I was going to buy thousands of books, and I knew it, and I got a few, so I have all the nice pictures, even though I've taken about, God knows, 300 on my own, which they'll be uploaded at some point. But yeah, you can really feel her legacy here. Parts of it. Some parts of her history were written over, just because different people had the areas and things like that. I knew Napoleon had taken over Versailles and wanted to make it his palace, like he had done for Toulouse, and I was looking for his bees and the golden inns that were emblematic of his style. They're missing. I don't know where they are. I think Louis Philippe, the last king, sort of threw all of that out and said no. But at the same time, it's just beautiful getting to see it. I know it's a lifestyle that brought a lot of complications, and you had to be very well equipped to handle it, but at the same time, it's just recalling an older time. It's nice to be able to look back and see it, and see what was going on, to understand what the problems were, what the pluses were, and goddamn if they didn't support the arts. There's art everywhere. I'm realizing as I go through each room, there's moldings on each room, and they're all different. Every foot there's a different new molding of kids playing, or a dolphin or something like that going on. So it's incredible, and I can't see all of it, so that's why I've been buying a book, so I can sort of look at the little baby details in the book, so the books will tell me. But at the same time, there's just so much going on, and then the kings and queens were very involved of developing the style. And I like seeing the Rococo style with all the flourishes, and I like seeing the neoclassic hints that come in, where you get those sharp edges and the straight lines, and all of it's just so beautiful. I really can't. I mean, I'm not a nature person. I hate trekking around in nature. But I think when you give me a park, I'm good to go. Central Park, Golden, here, perfect. I like these spaces that have been sort of cultivated and appropriated for man and controlled. I can't do the right out in the doors rough wilderness. And I don't know. I was thinking in my head, I was I've been crying the whole time I'm here, and that's probably because of allergies, because, I've got the wind in my face and there's dust everywhere. You get, here, let me show you. Can you see it? Yeah. That is the Versailles Palace dust thing that you always get. Schönbrunn turned my boots white. They're turning white now too. And just, yeah, I really don't know what to say. I'm going to miss this. I'm going to feel like I missed 5 million things. Like I got a 2-day pass so I could come here twice to get everything, and I'm still going to miss something. And I see these people who, are biking or jogging around here, and they just get to enjoy this like it's part of their life, no big deal. And I'm jealous. I really am jealous. And I don't know what to say. It's just fascinating being able to see it and being able to experience it. I mean, I can sit down and just like grab a lunch that I got from the supermarket, sit down and have a picnic, and then I know that probably happened in the same spot somewhere else in the past. The big bustling skirts floating around and just the history of this place. And I really, it's just incredible. It's just incredible. I'll see how I feel after seeing Versailles, the chateau itself. I know a bit more about that, but I'll see how they've presented it and laid it out. And I know they've closed off about more than half of the rooms. It's 400 rooms, so, closing off like a bunch of them and only giving 100 open to space is still like a lot. I just want to keep rambling because I have all these thoughts that I just want to get down. I haven't been journaling. It's incredible. It really is. I would like to think that I will come back here someday. I'm not sure about that. I remember looking at the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona and thinking, this could be finished in my lifetime. What if I actually got to see it again? Little old granny rolling around in my wheelchair being like, oh yeah, I remember that tower. They were just in the process of building that. They hadn't finished that yet. And, there were cranes all over there, and there was netting covering this, and I didn't get to see what was underneath it and things like that. And, here it'll be a complete project. It'll always be complete, but it's still, I could be like, oh yeah, and I could still go on about the history forever. Oh yeah, that little village that she built that they started a whole war over. Yeah. Anyway. I love you all. If I actually put this up online, I'll be shocked, but yeah, I'm probably going to. Anyway, I do love you all. I got some people, very special people, some gifts from Versailles, but not many because I'm not sharing this shit. This is mine. Yeah, no, I'm so rude, but Versailles is all my jam. But anyway, all right, see you again.